goodness. Oh, look. It looks like you're ready.
All right. So welcome back to Drinks and Chill.
Whoa.
No.
We're getting ahead of ourselves there. All right, now say it.
Welcome back to Drinks and Chill. My name is Gio. This is Matt. And this is our live stream.
It is the live stream, the monthly live stream, because right now we're still just doing it monthly.
Yep. So we are getting better with our initial introduction phase, I think. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm just checking to make sure it's actually like going.
Oh.
I got the little alert for it, but it still shows that, it's waiting for us. Oh, wait, is that it? There it is. There it is. Okay.
All right.
Hold up. Yeah, all right, it can hear us.
Yep.
So what's up, guys?
Well, yes.
We are we're getting ready for football.
Yeah, that's right around the corner.
Yeah, 2 days is the
2
kickoff
days.
game between the Chiefs and the
the
Lions. So before we talk about that, though, I wanted to go over some whiskiness.
Oh, yeah. So this guy went on a trip to his second home.
Yeah, basically, to the London, and got some stuff over there. So this isn't going to be a huge haul like the last haul we did, but it's going to be a little mini haul nonetheless. And then we'll drink some of the things that I got at the haul. I'll drink some of the things. We will drink some of the things that I got in London.
Yes.
But the first things I got, well, these weren't the first things I got, but the first things I got that I'm actually going to take out are these glasses that we can drink out of. These are Copitas.
Oh.
I've never had Copita before.
They're like mini wine glasses.
Yeah, but they're Glencairns. Or they're made by Glencairn. So we can use these to drink a few. See, it says the Glencairn Copita.
Is it do you get a different fragrance from it?
I have no idea.
Oh.
And I know you had mentioned a while back that we should do a video where we compare different glasses.
Mm-hmm.
So these would be
different sizes and different openings.
Yeah, different sizes, different shapes. So these might be good to throw into that mix.
Yeah.
But yeah, I figured we could drink out of these today. And then so I got those at the Whiskey Exchange. They were like $6.95 each or something.
Oh.
They were pretty inexpensive for the most part. But then also at the danged Whiskey Exchange, I got some of these miniatures because why not? So I got this one. It's a little miniature of Paul John Nirvana.
Oh.
It's an Indian whiskey. This is Tomatin 14-year port cask miniature. And then finally the Glengoyne 10-year. And these are all ones that we can find here. I don't know about this one. But these are all ones that we can find here in the larger size, but not in the mini size. So
you just got them in a smaller one just in case?
Yeah, that way, we can try them. And if it's this is really good, then we know if we want to buy a larger bottle. Mm-hmm. But this is so much better for me than just buying a big bottle and hoping I like it.
Yeah.
But
normally they would just sit there kind of.
Yeah, because I might try it. And if I, like it, then it'll only sit there for 2 or 3 years. But if I don't like it, then it'll sit there for much longer.
Yeah.
So we'll do a video on those.
Wait, does whiskey have a shelf life?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really go bad, but the taste, the flavor can change over time, depending on the level of the, emptiness of the bottle.
Oh yeah, I think we noticed that too.
Yeah, we've talked about that, but it's, yeah, we have noticed it, I think.
Yeah, but not a shelf life where you can't drink this no more type of thing.
No. But those were the minis that I actually bought there. And then before I went on the trip, I put in an order. You remember these little things? We had a kit of a bunch of these before. Mm-hmm. So I ordered 8 of these.
Oh.
Because when I went last time, which was back in May, I wanted to go and buy some of these. But they told me that, you can only get those online. So I was like, okay. So I put an order in before we went, and I picked it up there at the store.
Oh, okay.
I don't understand why you can't buy them in the store, but
Wait, is that the one like in that box?
mm-hmm. But you can buy them just like
Separately?
individually like this too.
That's the one that the map came from, right? Or is that something else?
No, I think I just bought that map
Oh,
like just separately.
I thought there was one.
No, I don't think. No, let me see. Do I still have that little box somewhere? I probably don't because it's empty and I don't know why I would keep it.
Oh.
But I got. Let me see. So these two are Australian. So it's Morris Signature
Oh, that's awesome.
single malt whiskey, and then this is Starward, which is we've had before.
Yeah.
A Starward 2016 4-year-old single malt. It is cask strength, and this is a exclusive to the Whiskey Exchange bottling.
Oh, okay.
So this might be fun to try in a video, or maybe even today. We'll see. But yeah, those two are from Australia, and then I'm just gonna set them all back here for now. This one is from France. I think we had one from France before, but it wasn't this distiller. This is Edu Broceliande. Broceliande. I don't know how you say that.
Yeah, that sounds like right.
Yeah, but it's whiskey distilled from buckwheat.
Oh, buckwheat.
Mm-hmm. So that sounded kind of interesting to me. So I was like, you know what? Let's do it. So we got a buckwheat whiskey. Next is Stauning Bastard. It's a rye whiskey finished in a mezcal barrel from Denmark. So there's that one.
Probably a little bit sweeter.
Probably. It might even be a little smoky because mezcal can be a little smoky. And then let's see what else we have. Okay, we have. I'm just like remembering like all this. We have Thompson Manuka smoked whiskey from New Zealand, single malt.
Ooh.
So we can try New Zealand whiskey.
I don't know what Manuka smoke would be.
The only time I've ever heard Manuka is referring to Manuka honey,
Mm-hmm.
and I just know that it's supposed to be like a really like fancy honey. I don't know what Manuka like wood is or what, but that's what that is. Here we have the Seven Seals Age of Scorpio single malt whiskey from Switzerland. And they all just look like this. They just have the little thing written on them. Oh, old-fashioned football on. You gents are going to pick the Bears, right? You're picking the Bears?
No.
No. I asked him because he's a Packers fan. So, where were we? Oh, yeah. Single malt whiskey from Switzerland. And then we have a couple more here. This is Heron 18-year-old single malt from Spain.
Oh.
And so that's just all that says. And then finally, we have the Octomore 10-year single malt Scotch. And I wanted to get this one because this is supposed to be like one of the smokiest whiskeys like ever.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, well, I think on a lot of these, it would be cool to just do like individual review videos for them. So we'll try that in a review video probably fairly soon because it's Octomore. And then there's only 5 left. So we'll drink this one tonight. Boo Packers, I'm just glad Rodgers is gone. Are you glad Rodgers is gone?
You know what? I think they're going to still do well.
Yeah.
Because Bears suck.
He was... Oh, they play the Bears, don't they, this weekend?
Yeah.
He was not happy there. So maybe just, I don't know if that, him being unhappy was just sort of casting like a shadow on...
just bringing everything down.
Yeah.
He seems a lot happier in New York. So
yeah.
it's
So
okay.
maybe it worked out best for both teams. I don't know. We'll see. We'll talk about that later. But I picked up the Glenfiddich 15-year-old single malt. So this will be one that we'll try tonight.
Wait, is that the... Well, we never tried 15?
No, not the Glenfiddich. We tried the Glenlivet 15.
Oh, okay.
That was the one that you had brought over once. And then the other one we got that we can try tonight is the Bunnahabhain, and I'm 100% sure I'm going to pronounce this incorrectly. The Bunnahabhain Sturader.
Well, that's a 2 dots on the U, right? So it's supposed to be like a...
I don't know what the 2 dots means.
Well, isn't like the 2 dots like actually has like a U?
Wait,
type of
is
sound?
that a 2 dot, or is that the? It's like a.
Oh no, it's a little
Like the tilde
Yeah.
or whatever. Like the Sturader.
something like that.
Something like that. But we'll drink it and see how it tastes. But that's what it looks like if you want to see what it looks like. And then, so I got all that at the Whiskey Exchange. And then we went to the Scotch Malt Whiskey Society tasting room and we tried stuff. So I got my first big Scotch Malt Whiskey Society bottle.
Ooh.
It's called Those Aren't Regulation Tires. And we'll try this tonight too. This is cast strength, so it'll probably be like the last one we try. And then 2 more. The Bushmills 10-year single malt Irish whiskey, sherry cask finish. I believe that this is a travel exclusive. I got this one at the travel duty-free store at the London airport. So that one we'll try also tonight. And then the final one is the Tomintoul Tarn peated. And I don't know if you remember, I don't think the video is out yet, but if you remember a while back, we tried the Tomintoul 21 year. I don't remember if we did it as a blind for one of us or if we just tried it, but they sold me on this one. They were doing samples and they let me try this one there. And I actually thought it was pretty good. It's really light. It's smoky, but it's really light for a smoky
It's a
whiskey.
light peated.
Mm-hmm. So that's what we picked up. So yeah,
So that's our haul.
that's the haul. Hopefully the haul didn't take too long. No, it just took like 13 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last time we did a haul, it was like, it's like we went, that trip was a Scotland trip and I just kind of went crazy over there.
Yeah.
Let's try this Glenfiddich first.
Mm. Yeah, but I really do think that the Packers are gonna surprise everyone. May even get like into the wild card.
Yeah. Cheers.
Ooh.
That smells really nice, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I believe it's only 40%. Yeah, it's only 40%.
It smells stronger than that.
It does. Like not alcohol wise, just like scent wise. It smells like it would be more than 40. It's very fruity. It's like cherry. I feel like I'm getting like a really strong cherry flavor, but it's not the cherry you get from like Maker's Mark. It's like
Black cherry.
yeah, like a richer cherry almost. Yeah.
Very light on the taste.
Yeah, super light. It's much lighter on the taste than the smell would suggest. But I guess that's to be expected for 40%. But yeah, you could just smell this all day. It smells so nice.
Like the flavor dissipates pretty quickly too.
Yeah, it doesn't stick around for too long.
No. still nice though.
Yeah, it is. All right, so old-fashioned football got us started talking about the Packers. So what are your thoughts on the Packers? I know you said that you think they're going to surprise everyone.
Yeah, I think they're gonna hit a wild card spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think they're going to win the division? Well, obviously not if you're saying wild card.
No. Like, I would want them to, but I don't know. I think. I don't know if the Lions will probably win it this year. I'm not sure.
That's a hot take.
Yeah.
We'll have to see. So my team is the Browns. I know. But I don't know. They've got Deshaun Watson. They've got Amari Cooper. Nick Chubb is still doing good. Njoku's been showing up the last couple of years. It's like all the pieces are there. And I feel like that's sort of been like the mantra for the last few years. Like all the pieces are there. It's just a matter of like putting that together and doing something with it.
Yeah, but they're in a tough division. I mean, that division has been getting stronger and stronger every year. So you got the Cincinnati with Joe Burrow, and then you got Lamar Jackson, and you got, of course,
the Steelers.
Yeah.
Although the Steelers are going to be, I think the Steelers, if I'm predicting like how the AFC North is going to be, I'm thinking the Steelers are going to be last place. Just because I think they're going through a rebuilding right now. If they're not, it's going to be defense. Like they're going to be top defense. And if they come out and surprise everyone, it's going to be that defense. I think that gets them through.
Yeah, but Tomlin is a great coach. I mean, he's always getting that team ready.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing about that division. Like, you can be 8-8 and still be last in the division.
Yeah.
So it's tough, man. I think if the Browns do make the playoffs, it's going to be wild card. I don't think they're going to win the division. Yeah. I think Cincinnati's going to win it again. I don't see any reason why they wouldn't. And it's basically going to be Cleveland and Baltimore fighting for that wild card spot within that division.
Cleveland and Baltimore or Cleveland and Steelers?
I think Cleveland and Baltimore are going to be fighting for the wild card spot. I don't think the Steelers are going to...
Oh, you don't think they're going to do very well?
No, I think... No.
In preseason, they looked pretty good. I mean, that quarterback, even though he's still young, looks...
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't put too much stock in preseason because I remember the Browns going 4-0 in the preseason and then 0-16. Yeah. So I just... Maybe it's just the Browns that you can't put too much stock in for the preseason, but
the Lions too.
Yeah.
The Lions went 4-0 and 0-16.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. So, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how that division ends up, but I gotta hope. Mm-hmm. And we play the Bengals on Sunday.
Oh, that's going to be your first game?
That's going to be our first game. So, we're going to know pretty quickly.
Well, not really, because Joe Burrow may not play the first game.
Is he hurt?
He got like a calf injury. They said he'll be ready, but unsure. So he got a calf injury, so he may not be playing. So that might be your upper hand. Yeah.
If he's not playing and we win that game, there's gonna be like an asterisk there, you know.
Not really.
Well, no, not really. But it's yeah, we're just gonna have to see how it ends up. But I don't think we're gonna win the division. If we make the playoffs, it's gonna be through a wild card spot. I would love, like you said, for the Packers, I'd love to win the division, but
yeah,
it's...
See, the reason why I think our team is really young, or Green Bay is very young, and I think there's going to be some ill mistakes, or there's times where, they might have like a down game, and I think that's what it is that will kind of be there.
Like those kind of rookie mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that. As a Browns fan, totally get that. No, but it'll be fun to see how everything shapes up. I would like to see this is how much I haven't kept up with it during the off season. Is Mac Jones still with the Patriots? Like,
Yep.
Is he still their starter?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'd like to see him do well.
But Alabama quarterbacks don't do well.
Well, Jalen Hurts. I mean, I know he graduated
yeah.
from Oklahoma, but I mean, he was at Alabama for a good while.
Yeah.
And then
But he didn't make it in Alabama.
No. Well, only because Tua. And I think he did a little bit better last year than he did his rookie year, but I don't know if he's like the guy there in Miami. So I don't know. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get the next one ready. How did you like this one? I like this one a lot.
I did. It was good.
I think the first couple of sips, it was very light, but then after that, I was starting to get more of the flavor as we went on. This is really nice. We might do a review video on this one eventually, the Glenfiddich 15 year. And we have just like drops of the Glenfiddich 12 left, so we might have just enough to do a comparison. Next, we can try, actually, that's 46. This is 46. That's 40, but it's peaty, so I want to do it kind of last-ish.
So these two are 46?
This one and this one are 46.
What's this one?
This one is 58.9.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah.
We're doing that one last.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll do this one next. The peated one is only 40%, but it's peated, so I don't really want to do it.
Because we don't know how strong that peatiness could be.
Yeah. So this is the Bunnahabhain Strurridurridur.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I was so backwards.
I'm just making sure everything's gone out of that glass before I pour more. Since we're not actually like reviewing, I'm just gonna use the sunglasses.
That's fine.
Now I might switch glasses after we have that peated one, but and a little for the table.
Alright.
Alright. Bunnahabhain Strurridurridur.
This one smells peaty.
Is it peated? I didn't think it was. No, I don't think it's peated. Oh, it has the pronunciation here. Stewrudder.
Oh, okay.
Stewrudder.
Stewrudder?
Stewrudder. Stewrudder is a tribute to the sea and its influence on our distillery and the whiskey we distill. Our blender has carefully selected casks with spirit of varying ages from our shoreside distillery warehouses to create this distinctive dram with its rich, characterful heart, typical of Bunnahabhain.
It has a sweet like honey.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got that honeyness going on. I think this one's a little bit more floral than the last one.
Yeah.
There's a butterscotch. I think this one has honey and butterscotch.
Combined.
Yeah, like they've got both going on at the same time.
This is pleasant.
All right, again, lighter on the taste than the nose would suggest.
Yeah. But the nose is pretty light on this one compared to the other one.
Yeah, the other one, which is crazy, because this one is 6% stronger. Or actually, 6.3% stronger than the last one. But you're right, I feel like the nose on the Glenfiddich 15 just had a lot more going on.
Like oomph to it.
Yeah.
So what do you think about the opening game? Kansas versus Lions.
I get Kansas. Lions kind of threw me off, and I know they've gone through a lot of changes, but I don't know. I feel like it's weird because usually it's like I feel like the opening game is usually like two teams who did like well the previous year. Like, because Kansas,
They won the Super Bowl.
oh yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. I'm tripping.
But Kelsey is hurt.
Yeah. So maybe that's why they're playing the Lions.
Oh no, he got hurt today.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
I always feel like that's like the dumbest thing. Like whenever I read things about players like getting hurt in practice, I'm like, really? Like, seriously?
He didn't tear his ACL, but he did get hurt.
Dang. Well, then maybe it'll be a game. I mean, I know that Kansas City has a lot more going for it than Travis Kelce, but still, like. So what's going on with the Lions? You were saying earlier they got a new coach.
They got a new coach last year. They got a new running back this year, who's I guess decent. Golf played really well last year, or better than previous years, and yeah, they had a chance to winning the division, but it's the Lions, so they always falter.
Yeah. So are they basically like the Browns of the NFC?
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I think there was a time where they went like 6-0. I thought that was the year that they were going to actually, do well.
Mm-hmm.
Then they lost their next 6 games.
What a Browns move. Yeah, there's some kind of like little malty funk happening in this one. Like the like that newspaper type of carbon.
Yeah. Like you got the newspaper and then that ink type of.
I got like a hint, not a lot, a hint of cheesy.
You got a hint of cheese?
A hint of cheesy.
We're just back to cheese.
We're back to cheese. So if you watched last week's review video of the Glenkinchie 12, we were talking about like how it was kind of cheesy. It smelled like cheese. It tasted like cheese. And then, spoiler alert, tomorrow's review video is going to be this. The Brook Classic Lottie. So our review on this one will be up tomorrow. But this one was like super cheesy when we tasted it. And then...
But then you said that you tried it again and it wasn't cheesy.
Yeah. Like when I was editing it and I was seeing like how much we were talking about cheese, I was like, really? So I tried it and it really wasn't like cheesy to me on that try. So after we drink what we're going to drink here, if we're feeling okay, maybe we just try this at the very end of tonight to see if it's still cheesy or if... I don't know.
Maybe it'll still be cheesy.
Maybe. But did you get that with this one? The cheese? It's just like a hint. It's not a lot. Like that one was overwhelming.
Like, is it like on the finish that you had it?
A little bit. Like kind of toward the end of the sip. All right, see how
maybe
that
like
I didn't get it.
Maybe like on a very, very back end.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. But who are you picking for that first game? Kansas City or Detroit?
Dang. You know what? I'm going to go with Kansas. I think Kansas is still a very rounded team and they do well in primetime.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna have to pick them too. I feel like they're an established team. Obviously, the defending champs.
Mm-hmm.
They're used to that big stage. And are they playing in Kansas City or Detroit?
No, they're playing in Kansas.
Oh, well, there you go.
Super Bowl is home.
Oh, okay. So there you go. So yeah, I think just that going for it. The Lions might still be kind of trying to figure stuff out. So yeah, I think you're right. Hopefully it'll be a good game though. I'm hoping it'll be like a close game and that the Lions will like show us something. But
Yeah.
I think this is something that even if the Lions don't win, if they like have a good showing, people might still be like, okay, Lions. Like,
I don't know if there's ever like a big blowout for the opening game. I think all the opening games are pretty decent.
yeah,
So who knows?
we'll see. No, but this one was good. This one, it was sweet, but it was a different kind of sweetness. The Glenfiddich was like a fruity sweetness, whereas this one was more of like a honey butterscotch sweetness. Yeah. But I like both. And maybe we'll do a standalone review for this one as well. I think for a couple of these. Let's do the Bushmills next. We're going to move on to the Irish whiskey now. And this is a huge tin, so it's not even a tin. It's like a cardboard box. But you can pour yourself some if you want.
Hold on, you're going to open it.
Okay. This
They're
is
yours.
This is a 1 liter. The others were 200, I believe, 200 milliliters. Or yeah, 20 centiliters. 200 milliliters. So this bottle is...
What do you call it? What?
20 centiliters.
Oh. Centiliters a thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's kind of like a centiliter, or a milliliter is 2 millimeters. Like a centiliter is to centimeters.
Oh, okay.
We don't really use centiliters over here in the States.
We don't use metric at all in the States.
No, but when we do, it's usually like millimeters and liters. So centiliters is kind of a weird thing.
Dropping everything.
Yeah, I know, I'm spilling it all. Centiliters is kind of not something we hear all the time.
So if you're joining in, we're here just, drinking whiskey.
Yeah.
Different whiskeys that he went to London and Paris for, and
Yeah. Well, I got all these in London. We did go to Paris, but I didn't get any whiskey there.
You didn't get any whiskey in London? Oh.
Not in Paris.
Why?
I just didn't.
Is that the only two places you visit?
Yeah, London and Paris. Okay, so this one I feel like does not have quite as strong of a smell as the Glenfiddich 15. Well, definitely not as strong as the Glenfiddich 15. And not quite as strong as the Stouradura either. But there's still something there.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna wait for you to try it, see if you get the same reaction I did.
Oh, to like taste it?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of creamy on the back end. A little syrupy maybe. It tastes like a fall whiskey.
Fall whiskey?
Yeah, like a whiskey you would drink like during the fall time. Why? What did you get?
I thought it was very smooth. I thought it was creamy, but very smooth. It just flowed.
Yeah. No, it is very smooth. Yeah, it's kind of a little spicy on the smell. Like various like spices, not spicy hot, but just spices spicy, which is what makes me say like, oh, it's kind of like a fall-y drink, because it's got that I don't know, I just kind of associate like spices, cooking spices with like baking and
like October would be that month.
It would be fun to do like a fall whiskeys video. You know what we should do, and I don't know if we do this in a live stream or if we just do a video, but you know how like Sam Adams and Shiner Bock and all of those come out with their Oktoberfest beers? We should get the different Oktoberfest beers and
do that in October.
Yeah, and compare them.
Yeah. Is there more? There's Sam Adams?
Yeah, there's Sam Adams. There's Shiner Bock.
There's Shock Top that does it too.
I think Jungling does it. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. But yeah, there's a few. We could totally make like a stream or maybe just a video out of it. I don't know. Usually our streams are whiskey centered, whether it be just sipping whiskey neat or cocktails. So if we did a stream centered around beer, that would be very different for us. But I mean, it might be fun to branch out.
Yep. I mean, we already do like cocktails, so that's like branching out in that category. Anyway, so.
Yeah, but those cocktails still have whiskey. Because No, but I want to get back to doing cocktail videos too.
Like margaritas?
Yeah, but just like a video where we make a cocktail. Like, hey, this is how you make this cocktail. And then we talk about it. We try it.
But we do that on live streams.
Yeah. But I don't know. We'll see. This one kind of reminds me a little of the Stewardor in that it feels like it has like that honey sweetness going on with it.
I think I like the first one better. The second one I like because of the honey, but this one...
Yeah. The first one was definitely my favorite. The Glenfiddich 15. That one was actually really good. Yeah, we'll have to do a review on that one soon. Just because it was super good. I had actually tried this one already.
Is that why you said okay that I can pour it?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
I don't know if it was just like you've heard about like the neck pour and that sort of thing. I don't know if that was just what it was, but I feel like I remember liking it more the first time I tried it.
So it was probably that initial.
Maybe that like initial pour that had maybe a little bit more going on, a little bit more bite to it.
Yep.
Because I feel like in general, Irish whiskey tends to be a little bit more on the smooth, friendlier side. Which, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, I like a whiskey with a little bite to it and a little bit more complexity. And this doesn't really have as much as I remember the first time I tried it having. So, I don't know. We'll have to try this again at some point too.
Yep.
But
maybe once it settles in, we'll have a different taste to it. Well, actually, it did settle in, right?
Spice. Yeah, a little bit. But it's still pretty full though. It's sherry cask finish. Matured for a minimum of 10 years, this unique single malt is finished in Oloroso sherry barrels, hand selected by Bushmills master blender Helen Mulholland. Golden in hue with aromas of dark fruits, prunes and figs, vanilla and honey flavors gave way to raisins, praline, aromatic spices, and rich Spanish wood notes. Oh, thank you. So yeah, we said the honey, we said the spices. So I mean, that's all going on here. So we'll come back to it in the fall. Maybe we try that alongside that Johnny Walker Autumn, and I think it was the Maker's Mark FAEO2 that I seem to remember when we tried it. I remember thinking like, ooh, this is kind of like a nice like fall bourbon. So I don't know, maybe we kind of compare all those.
Oh, that would be nice too.
I still never found the Maker's Mark BEP, the 2023.
Oh, for a reasonable price?
Limited. No. I found it for $300, but I wasn't going to pay $300 for that.
No.
So, no. I was never able to find it. Maybe it'll show up, but I feel like at this point...
It's already kind of...
It's too late.
They're already on the shelves are probably going to be ready for the next one, next batch.
Yeah. All right.
You should have gone back there and check. Sometimes when things don't or not at that price, and later on it'll go down a little bit. When they kind of realize it's...
When they realize they're charging way too much.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. But I feel like he was at $300. So I feel like if he brings the price down, it's still not going to be to where like I would be willing to buy it. Because like $70 is like my top for that.
Oh, okay.
And I just don't see them coming down from $300 to $70.
Well, how much is it? Is it like a $55, $60?
It's usually like $60.
Mm-hmm.
So, in the past, Twin Liquors has sold those for like $70. Total Wine actually, I think, had it for a little bit cheaper, like 55 something.
Oh. But did they ever carry the BEP?
They did. Total Wine did, at least, because I remember going there and seeing like the tag for it on the shelf.
Oh, but it was already empty.
Yeah. So I know that.
How do you get on that wait list where they can call you?
I don't think there is a wait list for like those. You just kind of have to like show up at the right time. Like I got super lucky with the BRTs because I showed up at Total Wine and they were both there, and I was like, ooh, and I just grabbed them.
Yeah. But
the BEPs, I was too late.
Because you got the same thing with the FE01, right?
The FE01, yeah. I saw that at Total Wine. I went there like Friday mornings which is when I think they get their deliveries. And then the FAO2, I found at Twin Liquors. But both of those, that's the interesting thing. Both of the FAEs, like after I bought them, they stuck around for a while.
Yeah.
Like you would go into the store and you would see them for months. The BRTs, they stuck around not quite as long, but the BEPs were just
gone real quick.
They were gone.
So they must have been good.
They must have been. I'll never know. Well, I don't know. Maybe I will. We'll see.
You gotta be friends with someone at Total Wine,
right?
To get you that back connection.
The insider info.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what I think it is I used to be part of this Facebook group that was like the Bourbon Hunters.
Mm-hmm.
And so like whenever they would find something in town, they would always post it.
Oh,
but I haven't...
You stopped using Facebook.
Yeah, I haven't been on Facebook in a year. So it's, yeah.
Oh.
And I don't know. I've thought about getting back onto Facebook like just for that reason alone.
Just kick everyone off just for that.
Yeah. All right, so this next one that we're going to try is the Tom & Tool single malt Scotch peated. It's called the Tarn, Tarn. And
wait, that's the 40%?
Yeah, this is 40%.
Oh, okay.
What?
Okay.
Do you want to try the Bruichladdich first?
No, I was trying to figure out like would the peatiness trump the content, or would the content trump the peatiness?
I think at 40%.
That's what I was asking. But
yeah.
I'm not too sure.
Because the last one we have left is like 58%. But I think at 40% we try this one first.
Okay.
But I believe this one is also a travel exclusive. I think this is part of a like a line of travel exclusive products from Tom & Tool. I think I remember seeing 3 there. Now I went online and some of the websites said that yes, this is a travel exclusive, and then others that talked about this didn't really mention whether it was a travel exclusive or not. So I'm not for certain, but I didn't see anything that said, no, this is not a travel exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
So
we're going to say it's a travel exclusive just because there's more information out there saying it is.
Yeah, basically.
It's a big bottle, though.
Yeah, it's 1 liter. Most of the bottles that you buy at the duty-free store are 1 liter.
Oh, I guess.
I don't know. Well, I say most of them, but a lot of them are. I don't know if most of them are. I'll let you pour your own because I know how you are with
You can.
peated. Oh, okay. Let me try this.
Dang. Okay.
Dang it. Some for the table, too. All right. And we'll get back to the football talk eventually. We just got sidetracked. But it is whiskey and football.
Okay, it's peatiness.
It is peatiness. We'll get new glasses for the next one because the peatiness will linger in these glasses even after we finish it. But it's a really pleasant peat.
It's like barbecue smoke. I like that. Like a, not just barbecue smoke, but that nice brisket type of smoke.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you like ever like been to like a barbecue place, like either
We live in Texas.
well, not you, but
Oh.
the viewers of the you. Anyways, so yeah, so you smell like just that barbecue, like brisket,
Yeah.
sausage,
Mm-hmm.
that type of smell. That's what I'm smelling.
Yeah, it is really nice actually.
Like when you go to Buc-ee's, like that initial smell you smell. That smell.
Okay, now you just ruined it.
Why? You don't like Buc-ee's?
Well, Buc-ee's is fine, but it's not a barbecue place.
Well, it's not a barbecue place, but they do barbecue there all the time.
Yeah, they
Like
do.
constantly barbecue.
They do brisket there, and yeah, they do sausage there too. Yeah,
And they do turkey.
yeah. No, but you're right though. Like if you go to like a barbecue place, like
I don't know any barbecue places. I know Rudy's, but Rudy's is only here in. Wait, isn't Rudy's only in San Antonio? Or is it in Texas?
it's all over the place.
Really?
Well, it's all over Texas, and they actually have a store in Colorado. I think they have a few stores out of state, but they're mostly in Texas. But like, yeah, there's a couple of really good barbecue spots up around the Austin area. And I'm sure I haven't been to those in a while, but I'm sure you walk into those places and it's gonna smell like.
Wait, what other barbecue places are there? Dang, I'm living here too long. I just know Rudy's.
We're gonna need to do like a barbecue like tour one of these days and like pair it with different whiskeys and stuff.
Wait, what other barbecue places are there?
Have you been to Salt Lick?
No.
Oh, that's in Austin. There's Terry Black's up there too. Franklin.
I don't know that.
There's a few barbecue spots up there. But yeah, let's try this.
If you're watching this, let us know what barbecue places there are. Because apparently I just know Rudy's and Buc-ee's.
You don't eat barbecue that much, do you? I don't either, to be honest.
I eat barbecue at home.
No. There's that true Texas barbecue over at HEB.
There's Bill Miller's, but I wouldn't really call that barbecue.
No. I mean, they have brisket, but it's like fast food barbecue.
Yeah.
But it's super light, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Like, the peatiness itself isn't light, but just the whiskey itself.
Yeah. No, the penis is pretty light, too.
Yeah. It's not like that cast strength Lagavulin we had last year.
Yeah.
That was heavy peat, and it was good. How much is this Octomore? The Octomore is 54.3%.
So that's going to be heavy peat.
That's going to be super peaty. I feel like I am getting other notes, but it's like, is it actual notes or am I just like breaking down the peatiness? Because there's that barbecue that you were talking about. I feel like I'm getting that sort of newspapery thing again that I was getting from the stewardess.
I think that's from the peatiness. I think that's why I thought that one was low peaty.
Mm-hmm.
But you told me no.
I didn't think that one was peaty.
Well, that newspaperness kind of reminded me it's peaty.
There's a sweetness back there. Is there like a banana back there?
There's no finish on this.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's super light. Like the whiskey itself is really light. It's only 40%.
Yeah.
And it's like it almost feels watery. It feels watered down. Like that's the texture of it. It's not syrupy, it's not thick.
It's like you left an ice in there and you let it melt and then drink it.
Yeah.
But it was like a very high proof
Mm-hmm.
drink. It's not like a low proof drink that ice in there. It's like a high proof drink that was really nice.
Yeah, it's almost like they watered it down too much. Because I mean it's 40%, so they had to have watered it down.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like they should have stopped at some point. Like maybe they should have stopped like at 43 or 4%. I don't know. But it's just, you smell it, you get that peatiness. There's a little bit of sweetness there, some like fruitness. But then after that, it's just like, okay, there's nothing left. Right.
Peatiness kind of lingers on your tongue though.
Oh yeah, but I mean that's always gonna be like that.
It's not going away.
All right. We only have like 8 minutes left, so let's go ahead and try the next one, and let's go ahead and give our way too early Super Bowl predictions. I'm gonna get us new glasses so that we're not fighting with the peat for this last one. All right, so my way too early Super Bowl prediction, and this is me really not having kept up with the off season or anything that's been going on. So basically, just kind of based off of what happened last year, I'm saying Cincinnati, and this is a hot take. I'm fully aware. Cincinnati. And Dallas.
Is that in Dallas? Dang. You think Dallas is going to do it?
I don't know. I just feel like, you know what? How about them Cowboys? They have a really good team, and I feel like they just have not been performing up to their potential.
Never do. It's Dallas.
I know, but it's got to happen at some point. I'm going to say it's Dallas. It's Philadelphia is going to give them a fight, but I'm going to say it's Dallas.
Okay.
And Cincinnati. That's my hot take and Super Bowl prediction all in one.
My biased opinion.
But because they're Dallas, Cincinnati is going to win. Sorry, go ahead.
My biased opinion, it's going to be Green Bay and Bills.
Oh, the Bills.
My non-biased opinion, it's going to be the Eagles and Bills.
Okay. Yeah. The Eagles are going to do good.
I think they're going to perform better.
Yeah.
But who knows? It might be like where they perform worse because teams do that too.
Yeah. I don't know how that happens, but it does. So.
But I think the Bills team, they have all the right pieces. It just luck wasn't on their side for a few years.
Yeah. And I don't know what it is. There's a lot of that going around this league. Teams with all the right pieces, but whether it be just injuries happening or poor decision making or poor coaching or whatever the case may be, they're just not able to like seal the deal.
Yeah.
And my team, the Browns, have kind of suffered from that for a while because Baker Mayfield is a good quarterback. Like he is. And there was a lot of good pieces there on that team, and I feel like he showed that he could do good that first year that Kevin Stefanski was coaching. Like, he did really good that year, actually. Then after that, he just couldn't be consistent. And I'm interested to see what he does in Tampa Bay. That is where he is, right? Yeah. I'm interested to see what he does there. And because Tampa Bay's got some good talent there too. So I don't know. I still don't know if getting rid of him was the right move for Cleveland. I still don't know if it was or not. Like, I couldn't say yes or no.
I think the coach. Who was the head coach again?
Stefanski.
No, the other guy.
Oh, Hugh Jackson?
No, the other guy. The guy that was a offensive coordinator.
Oh, Freddie. Oh, what was his name? It was Freddie something.
The guy that had a good connection with Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
And because of that, they made him to a head coach. I don't think he was a very good head coach. I don't think he had that. Because being a head coach, you had to have that all-around thing. And he didn't really... He only focused on one thing, and he wasn't good at it. So
yeah.
I think that's one of the downfalls for it. If he kept as a... Was he a quarterback's coach or an offensive coordinator?
He was the offensive coordinator.
So I think if they kept him there and bring in another head coach, I think that team would have done better.
Maybe. Well, never.
Because they had a lot of issues in terms of like penalties and stuff, and that's all on the coach.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, a lot of those like rookie mistakes we were talking about earlier. All right, 3 minutes. Let's try this last one. If we go over, we go over, but hopefully not by too much.
That's okay if we go over.
So this is a 13-year-old Speyside Scotch distilled on March 2nd of 2010. I love how it gives the actual date. Ex-bourbon hogshead. It was the initial cask, and then it was finished in a second fill ex-Oloroso sherry hogshead barrel. So it has tasting notes on there, so we'll go over those eventually. This is one of 240 bottles.
And you were able to get one?
Yeah. Well, that's kind of how they work, because they release their bottles in very small batches, but they release a lot of batches. So it's like, if you want to buy something from them, you can. It's just like you may or may not be able to get like the specific batch you want, but I liked this one. We went to the tasting room and we had a flight of 5 different ones, and this one was my favorite of the flight that we were given.
Very creamy. The viscosity is pretty strong in that one.
Yeah. Much more so than the one we just tried, the peaty one.
Or much more than all the other ones.
Yeah. It looks like the camera is about to die. So if the camera dies, then that's going to be the end of the stream.
Okay.
But, yeah, I think because each year Cincinnati has just kind of gone like a little bit further.
Mm-hmm.
And, last year they didn't make it to the Super Bowl. I think this year they're going to make it. And it's going to be the year that they win it. But I think Dallas is going to kind of shock everyone. It's going to be a long time coming for them. And I'm not a Cowboys fan by any stretch. But I just think that team has been too good for too long at this point to be constantly performing the way that they do. So.
Yeah, I think Eagles are going to take that one.
I'd love to see the Eagles take it.
Giants, they'll still be the Giants. And who's the other team? Giants, Eagles, Cowboys.
Commanders.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, what is their name then? Now?
So there we go.
Yeah. That's good. That's so good.
I think Tampa will get the division in the South.
I'm trying to remember who else. You've got the
You got
Panthers,
Atlanta, Panthers, and
the
Saints.
Yeah, Tampa. Who is the Saints coach now that Sean Payton isn't there?
I
I don't even remember.
don't remember.
No, but I think you're right. Tampa will pull that off. And then, all right, hot take: who's missing the playoffs?
Who's missing the play? Well, that's a lot of teams.
Well, I know, but like a team that like one might think is a shoo-in for the playoffs.
That's a lot of teams.
That you think is going to miss the playoffs. I'll go ahead and say mine. I'm going to say Denver. I know they missed last year, but I think with Sean Payton at the helm, there's a lot of expectations on them this year. Him and Russell Wilson, and I just don't think it's going to work out the way that Denver is hoping it will. So Denver is missing the playoffs.
Okay. If we're doing hot takes where, like, you know what, it's just... I don't know. Someone that's expected that won't make it.
Mm-hmm. I know that's tough, right?
Let me see. Give me a moment to think about this here.
And then on the other side of that, someone who's not expected that will make the playoffs. And this is going to go against everything I said at the beginning of the stream, but Pittsburgh. I think that every single team in the AFC North has a very...
Well, see, that's not right, because that's like saying the Browns are not going to make it and Pittsburgh's going to go in.
I know that, but like that's why it's a hot take.
Oh.
Because, like I said at the very beginning of this stream, that I think Pittsburgh is going to be last in that division. But I think that, and obviously if they're last, they can't make the playoffs. But I think that they have the potential to not be last in the division. Even if they're third in the division, they can still make the playoffs.
Yeah.
So that's Pittsburgh is going to make the playoffs is my hot take for the unexpected team making it. So take what you will from that. Is that a hot take? I don't know. I think it is, because I really don't think they're do it. But of the unexpecteds, I think that they have the best shot of doing it.
Who's in the NFC? What was it? West? You got
Seattle.
Okay.
You got Seattle, Arizona.
Okay. San Francisco.
Las Vegas. No.
AFC.
Is it the Chargers?
No. AFC.
The Rams.
The Rams. Okay.
Yeah. The Rams are gonna. They're gonna.
You know what?
Wait. Kansas City is AFC. Kansas City is... It's them, the Raiders, the Broncos, and
The Chargers.
Chargers?
No, the Chargers. It's
Okay.
Well, are they still the Chargers? Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then, okay, let's go through it division by division.
You know what? San Fran. I don't think they're going to make it.
You don't think so?
No. That's my hot take.
That is a hot take.
That's my hot take. That's my boldness.
They kind of surprised me last year.
Yeah. But I don't think Brock Purdy is going to do as well as he did at the end of the season.
Yeah. Is Jimmy Garoppolo... Where is Jimmy Garoppolo? Is he still there?
Jimmy Garoppolo is now in the AFC. Don't remember where.
We're going to find out.
Is he with Las Vegas?
Yes, he is with Las Vegas.
Okay.
Which begs the question, where is Derek Carr?
He's with New Orleans.
New Orleans. Oh. New Orleans.
Huh.
Then where is Jameis Winston? He's still with New Orleans. So they've got Derek Carr and Jameis Winston. Huh.
You think New Orleans is going to be that secret team to make it in?
They might just be.
Because Carolina lost TJ Moore, and that was one of the biggest focus of that team.
Yeah. Do they still... Is Sam Darnold still their guy?
New Orleans? No. Carolina?
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh, no. He's with the 49ers now.
Oh.
Wait, so who's the Panthers quarterback? There it went.
Oh. There we go.
All right. So that's the end of this stream. I think because it's so hot in here, it just... The camera got too hot.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and call it quits then. All right. But yeah, we've made our Super Bowl predictions, our hot takes, and we actually got through all the whiskeys that we wanted to try in this video, so that's good.
I know you can't see us, but you can hear us.
Yeah, you can hear us.
So we'll go ahead and just end it here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if you're watching this, let us know what your predictions of the new season will be.
Hold on, we're gonna get all janky up in here.
All right. What are we doing?
We're gonna get all janky up in here.
Oh, okay.
Haha.
All right. So the quality is
terrible.
apparently. Dang. Okay.
Yeah, but that's just the camera from the computer. But yeah, just because so that you just don't hear like two disembodied voices.
Yeah. Disembodied? Is that what we are? Just disembodied?
Well, if you can't see us, that's what we are, just disembodied.
Oh, okay.
What were you gonna say?
Oh, let us know what your predictions are for the upcoming season.
Yeah.
And what your favorite team is.
Yeah.
And then this is something that we may not do. I don't know. We'll think about it. So we may go ahead and just do a live stream of the upcoming season.
What?
What?
What do you mean a live stream of the... Oh, just like talk... Oh, like...
Talk about the upcoming season.
That's what we're doing today.
Yo, I know. But like in the future, more.
Oh, yeah.
More of.
Yeah, we might do that more. Because we used to... Back in the day, like 2 years ago, we had a podcast called Drinks and Football. Yeah. And each week we would talk about like the previous week and what our predictions were for the following week.
It did surprisingly well, even though we didn't really talk that much.
It did do surprisingly well.
Yeah. I don't know where we stopped. Oh, it was just...
I think it was
a lot of things to do.
Yeah, it was a lot of editing, and we had a lot going on. So I don't know why I'm still looking at that camera, but yeah, there was a lot going on, and we just quit doing it. But it would be fun to start that back up again.
Yeah,
and if
those were like more focus orientated, and we're more on track because we kind of, not saying researched, but we knew what we wanted to talk about.
Yeah, we came up with like talking points for each one. So it was like, okay, we know we're going to talk about this game and that game. And then we gave predictions and stuff like that. So it was kind of a little bit more put together than this was. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. It might be fun to start that back up again.
Yeah.
Real quick, you still have a lot left?
I do.
Did you want to try the classic latte real quick?
We can.
Let's do that real quick. Would you like a new glass?
Oh, yeah.
So that you don't have to drink out of that one.
I'm just going to put this aside right now.
That's fine. There you go.
Okay.
So, earlier in the stream, we were talking about this one here. Let me get back to the thing. There we go. So earlier in the stream, we were talking about this one here, the Brook Classic Latte. I'm still trying to show it to the other camera. And this is tomorrow's video that's going
How
up
much
is
of the water? Is that okay?
Oh yeah, that's fine.
It's not that much.
It's hot out here.
It is.
I think that's why the camera died so fast.
And I think that's why we're drinking like a lot of water.
Yeah. But we shot a review of this one. It's going up tomorrow, so check it out. But we were talking about how cheesy it was.
Yeah.
It was like super cheesy. And then when I was editing...
Isn't it that one?
No, that's the new one.
Oh, yes?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then when I was talking about it in the... or when I was editing it, I was like, you know what? Let me try this again. So I tried it, and it wasn't cheesy. Like, it just wasn't. So I thought that it would be nice for us to just try this one again and see what we think about it going back into it. Is it still cheesy, or were our palates just off that day, or did we get like a weird pour, or what?
Yep.
Yeah.
There it goes. Cheers.
Cheers.
No, it smells cheesy to me.
It does. What the heck?
I don't know what you thought.
It didn't smell cheesy when I was editing. Although I will say, it's not... Okay, so when we reviewed it, and this time, also we were coming off other whiskeys.
Yeah.
But when I tried it the other day, I hadn't had anything else to drink. So I wonder if coming off other whiskeys gives it that cheesiness? I don't know. That's super weird.
I don't know. This smells pretty cheesy to me.
Yeah. And if you're just joining us and wondering why the quality is all janky, our camera died like a few minutes ago. So we're using the camera from the laptop, which has not near as good quality. But we wanted to at least do this and finish up before we stop the stream.
Yep.
Okay.
If you're just joining in, so we're drinking Bruichladdich.
Yeah.
And we did give some more predictions for the upcoming seasons.
Yeah, the upcoming NFL season.
I think we both picked Kansas for the opening game.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
If you haven't already, hit the like button.
Yep.
Okay. It doesn't taste as cheesy as I...
No, it doesn't taste that cheesy. It does taste cheesy. Oh. It doesn't taste as cheesy, but it still tastes cheesy.
Yeah. But not as much as I remember it tasting when we tried it that one time. That's weird. We need to come back to this one. I still want us to come back to this one again, with it being our first sip of the day, because there is a little bit there, but when I tried it, when I was editing the video yesterday, I tried it and it was like, I had to like search for it. It was there, but it was like way in the back. Whereas right now I feel like that cheese note is more of a prominent note. So it's like, I don't know. This is interesting. This is interesting. The Bruichladdich Classic Laddie. This isn't part of the haul or anything. We've had this bottle for a while. It's just it's just weird. We had tried it before as a comparison to another. And we both said in the video that will be up tomorrow that we did not remember it tasting the way it did when we tried it this past time. So yeah, we're definitely coming back to this one.
Still cheesy.
Why? Why is it cheesy?
I think for me, for last time, we had back-to-back cheesiness. And they kind of like overlapped each other, so it just made it that much cheesier.
Yeah.
Still cheesy to me. But it's better. I do like it more this time than I did the first time.
Yeah, it's not overwhelming, but it's still there more than I remember it being from the first time we ever tried it, and more than from when I tried it just yesterday on my own when I was editing. So I don't know where that came from, but it must have something to do with what we've drank leading up to it. So, yeah, it's like 80-something degrees in here. I think that's why the camera died so fast, because it's just so hot in here. And I've got the light shining like right behind it. I probably shouldn't put the light that close to the camera now that I think about it.
I don't think so either. We'll know in the future.
Yeah. All right.
So we'll go ahead and end it here.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and end it here.
Because I really need AC right now.
Yeah, we need to turn the AC on, and we're getting here toward the end of the stream. We've gone a little bit longer than we meant to, just because we wanted to make sure that we tried this and gave that last, what is it called? Those aren't regulation tires whiskey. It's kind of fair share.
Yep. So if you're wondering why we don't just turn on the AC right now, it's one of those box window ACs, and it's very loud.
It's super loud.
So we would have to like, not yell over it, but
yeah, you wouldn't be able to hear us that well, and it would just be super distracting. I think we actually forgot to turn that off in one video, and it was like, oh, it was terrible. It was so bad. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and call it quits for now. Thank you so much for those of you who did tune into the stream. I see there was a couple of y'all who are tuning in a little bit late, but that's all right. If you want to catch the stream, there's always going to be the replay where you can catch our takes on the upcoming season. There weren't that many. We ended up talking about the whiskey more than we did about the football.
Yep.
But
this is something that we want to try to do this season. And so
yeah. So let us know in the comments, like Gio said earlier, who's your favorite team and what are your predictions for this season? Who's going to make the playoffs? Who isn't? Who's going to be in the Super Bowl? And
we'll see you.
Yeah.
Next time.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye. Cheers.
Oh yeah. Cheers.
Oh, I'm looking at this
camera. I know. I'm so used to looking at that camera.
Cheers.
Cheers.